Well, some people say our winter-like weather is for the birds, but really it's not.
Sonia Goins shows us how Mother Nature is causing problems for our feathered friends.
You might call them angry birds. It's cold and the food is very limited.
If we're still getting snow into May, that could be a problem.
Our extended winter is causing some birds to hold off on their annual trip up north.
The winter-like spring is slowing down some of the birds. Some of the migrants that normally come up are kind of waiting down in Iowa and Missouri till we warm up a little bit. Some of the migrants, some of the warblers we normally see now haven't shown up yet.
And those who do show up sometimes don't make it.
Some of the birds like purple martins and tree swallows, we have had minor mortality as far as the birds that have gotten here have died.
And the early bird doesn't always get the worm. Birds that are showing up now are having a hard time getting food.
Some of the migrants feed on insects, and there aren't many insects out now.
Some birds are also modifying their diets. Birds that would normally eat insects or worms are now eating tree buds, or they're turning to bird feeders.
Very surprised.
Tammy Beek likes watching the birds and has seen a change in their behavior.
We've seen a bunch of robins, and they've been eating off of our crabapple tree. Not something they would normally do. Usually see them eating worms a lot.
And the winter-like weather is also affecting waterfowl, like ducks and geese.
If they had laid a partial clutch of eggs, some of those eggs might have frozen over the last few days. So they'll still have a clutch of eggs later in the year, but some of the eggs might not hatch.
Meanwhile, some of our winter birds are sticking around a little longer.
Some of the northern birds that normally migrate, that spend the winter here and migrate up into Canada, are still here. They haven't left yet, whereas most springs they might have already moved.
Thankfully, experts say no need to worry about our feathered friends. Things will work out in the end.
The birds will be fine.
In Plymouth, Sonia Goins, 12 News.
Experts say if you're feeding the birds right now, continue to do so, but it really wouldn't help to put out a bird feeder right now because it would take a while before the birds could find the feeder.